always there, making everything better. She cooks up a storm. She cares for everyone like her own family. And you know what? Even when the days get tough, she tries to stand firm. This invisible hero does not know that I'm talking about her today. But for me, she is the inspiration for this topic. Good evening, my dear Toastmaster, lovely Gaveliers. Today, I want to share a story that begins with a girl who loves cooking but not studying. Okay, let me take you to that era. This girl was called Dihana. She hated studying, but you know what she did? She's supposed to go to school every day, but she was a couch potato, okay? When she goes to school, she would lie everyone that she's going to school, but instead of going to school, she would skip the school and go to do her important work. According to her, do you know what's important work? Sitting near the Gangarama river and eating snacks. Or maybe sometimes gathering her group of friends, visiting the Victoria Park and seeing couples pairing together. According to her, it was her big research in life. But after a long time, her grandmother caught her and my nene lost her school. Yes, this was a small story from my nene, my grandmother. She always used to say that every evening. Whenever my family hears this story, everyone laughs. But it also reminds me of something that's important. Heroes are not always the people who follow the rules. Sometimes heroes are invisible, quiet, unnoticed. Or maybe they will do their work without anyone perceiving. My nene grew up as an invisible hero for our family. And the thing I admire about her most is her love for cooking. She loves trying out new recipes, experiments with flavors, and cooking new dishes just to impress my grandfather. Even if my grandfather shouted at her like, "Me, but even if my grandfather shouted at her, she was not bothered. She said, "I don't care, I want to make my man happy." And recently, these days, I discovered that I also have a special talent for cooking. It's more than a skill for me. It's like my identity, like my name. I also want to make people happy. And you all know, when it comes to food, it can connect people easily, right? Isn't it? You all like food, and you all get connected when someone makes you food that is yummy and tasty. Yes. And I would also like to leave a mark with it, just like my name, saying that in our family, Dihana was also a great chef. I won that one. And where I began to notice something about her. And recently, I got to know that my nene was an invisible hero in our family. These years, she was a hero, but I didn't notice. But now I'm growing, now I'm mature. I can understand what is happening in my family. And recently I discovered that my grandmother is such a wonderful hero who I can make an example of it. Imagine a tree. The roots that one takes the control of the tree, she's finding. The growing branches, leaves, flowers, and the tasty fruits are the life lessons she has taught me. She has always taught me 3 rules in life. Number 1, become an independent woman. She would always say, don't be independent only in financial, be independent in skills. Because when you get an opportunity to live alone, you have to know to survive alone without anyone's help. That is the correct independence, not only financial. Second, you have to get a proper education. Because education is a key for success. In our family actually, in our family, when it comes to ladies, they didn't have a proper education. But we both are the first girls who had a proper education in our whole family, and we both are doing it yet. So my grandmother would always say is to study very hard and come to a good position. And the third, she had always said me to create an amazing camaraderie with people. Talk to people, be humble, be you. Because when you have the correct people, you will definitely be a girl who can stand alone. And before I end, I have to say something from my heart. My nene is 69 years old, still working. Such an independent woman. Today morning, I went to my grandfather's home and he said me something that really touched my heart. That's why I wanted to make this speech. I wanted to tell that she's an inspiration for me and my family. My grandfather is bedridden, he can't walk. He is severely sick. My grandfather said that if I had the courage to take care of my woman, she won't go to work today and she won't work hard at this age. My grandmother deserved to be at a table and to sit with free, but still she doesn't have that. That's why my grandfather always said is to become an invisible hero. She didn't want anyone to recognize her, or she didn't want to show off what she has got in her life. She always wanted to make me, my little sisters, come into a good position in the future. And that is why me and my sister, I always pushed into studies and stuff just because of my grandmother. My grandmother has always said to me and to my sister, if my grandmother is not there, please take care of her daughters and her family, like she did. Because when she is not there, I don't think anyone in my family would take care of my whole, like my siblings, like just like her. She's actually like a mother who cares about us a lot. And I think becoming an invisible hero does not require superpowers. You just need a small way to recognize yourself. If you help others, if you talk to some people and you recognize who are you, that is definitely, indeedly enough in your life. And that's what I think being an invisible hero is such a great opportunity as children and as adults we all get in life. So I would say to grab every single opportunity in life and become an invisible hero that nobody can talk behind